All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. And this is our Hilton Head 2022 Abstract Submission Q&A. And so the point of this is basically to help everyone who is in that last stage of getting ready to submit their abstracts and give everyone an opportunity to ask questions and also to see what the process looks like as just like a demonstrative example. And so I'm going to introduce Sarah Stearns, the executive director for the meeting. And so she's going to be walking us through, but please feel free to ask any questions that you have in the chat, and then I'll ask them so that we can get some answers. All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for my raspy voice, I'm a little under the weather, but just wanted to show you guys how to go through the website and obtain a reference number and also upload your paper before the deadline. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I'm on the website, Hilton Head 22 website. Go to authors, go to submission. You click on the new reference number and you fill out this form. You know, there are a lot of things that you need to make sure that you have with you. You know, if you want to do oral or poster, all papers are considered for oral and poster, but you can request poster only if you don't feel comfortable giving an oral presentation, and selecting your category. We've revamped the paper, the submission form a little bit this year, where we're asking for the affiliations first, and then you numerically assign your affiliation based on which number you filled out above. And then you hit submit, you'll get a confirmation number, which you will put in the upper right-hand corner of your abstract before submitting. And then I'll show you how to upload your paper. Let's see, I think if you need to make any modifications to the information that you've submitted, go ahead and hit the modify correct button. You can see I filled it out. My sample always has to do with blubber from the can't remember the movie at the top of my head, but the Nutty
Professor. Yeah.
Yes. Green and bouncy are always my keywords. Okay, so if you need, when you upload, you go here. You need to have less than 600 words in your abstract and have it be PDF format and less than 2 megabytes request. We will accept if it's 2 megabytes, but please make it as close to 2 megabytes as possible because we will receive lots of abstracts. Again, you'll receive a confirmation email that you have submitted the paper, but for any reason, if you didn't get the confirmation or want to verify, just shoot me an email and I can help you verify that submission. And that's how you submit your abstract.
Awesome. What is, I guess, what is one of the examples of something that often students have a challenge with, or postdocs, when they're submitting and they end up pinging you at like 4 in the morning because of
internet connectivity issues is always one. 2, they're not sure of the latest version that they've submitted. They're confused on which version that they've submitted, and maybe you know, can you use this one to make sure it's the correct one? Get that one a lot. Or, you know, something happened right at the deadline of submission and they couldn't get it in on time. And I always accept them if it's just a few minutes late, no problem, via email.
Few minutes, hear that?
Yes,
everyone.
Yes, a few minutes.
Few minutes.
We even extend, yes, few minutes. So.
But probably, yeah. Let's see. I think the one that I usually see from some of the past experiences is that some students get really nervous about choosing the category. Like, yes. Should they go with P? Should they go with C? Should
right.
They go with T?
Right.
And then the advice that I usually give is, you know, try to pick the best one that you think is most suitable, and then include the secondary, because a lot of times there's a little bit of overlap with the TPC review, where
There
people
is.
from C might review T, and so that can get sorted that way. So you get kind of reviews from multiple groups.
Absolutely. And the committee will also send it to the other committee as well if they can't make a decision, or if they think this is really more chemical than physical, or yes. So absolutely.
Yeah. So try not to
yeah.
stress too much about that.
Great. No. Yeah. Luckily, it's only 3 categories.
Yes, compared to some other
Yes.
7 or 8.
Yes.
Great. All right. Well, I'm checking out the chat, but I'm not seeing any questions. So
Okay.
I think any last comments or remarks?
I just want to make sure that everybody understands that we will have student travel grants available this year. So for any accepted papers being presented by students, we will offer student travel grants. We will have a limited budget, so the amount of the grant will depend on how many applications we receive. So that will be sometime in late March, early April when we ask for that application, so we can figure out how much we can give out to everybody and help them with their travel to Hilton Head. And then I also wanted to mention that TRF will have the copyright on your work if your paper is accepted. And they are planning to do a 1-year moratorium before posting it on the TRF website with a DOI number. So if you want to try to get it published somewhere else, afterwards, because it will only be available to the attendees of Hilton Head, you can then publish it somewhere else without it being, completely public.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's a full year before the DOI.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really good to know.
Yes.
And then regarding the travel grants, is that
Yes.
typically like the first author who's a student, or one
Yes.
student?
Yes.
per
So it'll be
paper?
one person per paper, or what the presenting author of the paper will receive the travel grant.
So we had one question, which was, how do you get the travel grant? Can you please explain?
So yes, absolutely. So once your paper has been accepted, you'll be sent an application form in which to sign up. So we just be on the lookout for that email once your paper's been accepted.
Is there a volunteer requirement for that one?
Yes, there will be a volunteer requirement, and you'll help with registration.
Banquet tickets.
Help with banquet tickets, setting up the easels for the poster sessions, all those types of lovely activities. Yep.
Great. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think I'm not seeing anything else. So I think we're going to call it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining and explaining all these
course.
details. And then good luck to all the students watching. You still have, I guess, a little, 14 hours, a little bit under 14 hours left, I think. So good luck, and we'll see you all soon.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And we are good. Okay.
Cool.